I know you guys have been looking for some new mobile games, ones that have recently released and that you don't yet have on your phone, so I compiled a list today of 10 of those games that are worth you checking out. Let's take a look at the list. Today's list starts out with Pirates Outlaws, which is an indie roguelike card game where you navigate dangerous seas and challenge the masters that you find within those seas. The expedition will be full of ambushes and it's not going to be easy. You have 16 available heroes, all that have unique abilities and pre-made decks, which makes it nice and easy to dive right into. In addition to that, there are more than 700 cards and 200 relics that you can collect within the game. Play your cards and manage your ammunition for the best combos. You have 150 plus outlaws and 60 plus unique bosses in a turn-based combat game that is different than many of the rest. Phantom Blade Executioners. What we're looking at here is a single-player action role-playing game that has some really nice, dark, stylistic elements to it. It's a fast-paced action game set in a phantom world, which is an original world that was conceptualized by S-Game. It features a rich storyline of kung fu adventures where you dive into a conspiracy that threatens to topple the world. So if you're into kung fu, action, and a lot of lore that goes within, this could be a game that's interesting for you. As you can see from the footage, it definitely has a stylistic appearance to it. If you're someone that enjoys good artwork style, or at least artwork style that's a little bit different inside of a game, this is one that's a solid one for you to look at. Rabbits vs. Monsters Survival. Now, this game does have an element to it where it says you can get real money through PayPal. I'm not looking at that element of the game. I don't really care about that right here. What I do like is the survival style gameplay that we're seeing here. It's something similar that we see in Survivor.io or Brotato. If you're someone that enjoys those types of games, well, this could be another option for you to play. The gameplay looks like a lot of fun. There are a lot of enemies and bosses that you could hold off and a ton of different things that you could unlock and upgrade along the way. If you want to try out the PayPal feature, you're more than welcome. The next game on today's list is called Fallen Sun, which is an RPG zombie action style game. This one touts itself on being some really nice combat against some really brutal bosses. In the bright and prosperous future, a mysterious substance from space sparks a breakthrough in the world's science and technology, leading to the world's first biogenetic transformation network. It enabled humanity to eradicate disease, extend life, and granted unprecedented control over evolution and even consciousness itself. But it's not long before human nature toppled the order, and of course from this we have beasts, enemies, and things that you don't want to have to encounter in the real world. This is a really fun looking game if you're into action RPG style games, or if you're into zombie style survival games as well. It does a good job blending the two genres and gives us a solid option to play. Currently, this one's available on TapTap, not yet in the Play Store, but we should be seeing it there soon, I hope. Definitely a fun game for all you action RPG fans out there. And this is Dark Warrior Idol, one that you could pre-register for right now. We're looking at a simulation hack and slash style farming idle RPG. So, who does this kind of vibe with? Who's going to be interested in this kind of a game? It's going to be someone that likes action RPG combat, really likes upgrade progression, and that doesn't have as much time to play all day long. I like that the game does present itself with what it actually is. It's saying that it's an idle farming game. This game is really made for people that really aren't into those leaderboards or top rating PvP and instead just want to farm up a character, beat down some enemies, and enjoy the progression that the game has to offer. A game that is not on today's list is Warcraft Rumble, and the reason is I started a brand new channel just for that game. Go check it out. It's called Echo Warcraft Rumble. Let me introduce you to Refined Self. This game sits at $3.99 in the App Store currently and is going to allow you to learn more about your decision making, your personality, and maybe who you even are as a person. It says that one playthrough of this game lasts about 1 hour, which is a good amount of time if you want to kill some time on the couch. With that being said, all players, they approach games in various ways and they make different choices. No one ever plays a game in the exact same way, so how a person plays can be an indicator of their personality, right? So, A Refined Self is a game where you could learn more about that personality. Definitely something that you probably haven't played before, and a genre that is very new and different. This is an interesting one for sure. And then we have Don't Scare, which is one of those jump scare horror style games brought to us by Lazy Soft Studios. Inside of this one, you're going to have what you would experience in many other horror style games, a genre that I really don't care for specifically on mobile. But this one prides itself in being a unique horror experience that'll test your resilience against fear. Step into the dark world full of uncertainty and tension. So if you're looking for a new horror game that's going to keep you on the edge of your seat and possibly keep you up at night with the jump scares, maybe this is one that won't scare you. Bomb Balloons. This is a fun game right here, and to be honest with you, it looks very much like something out of a Clash of Clans world. It's an exciting multiplayer experience where you don't have to spend any money to win. That's what they pride themselves in here. You're going to get together with your friends or other players from around the world and compete in the fun adventure. Looks like it's a 1v1 versus battle, your balloon versus theirs. Very different, something that we don't typically see, and I love that they're priding themselves in being free to play, but let's see, is that actually true? Next up, we have a kids game called Dirt Bike Games for Kids, and I put it on the list because it really reminds me of Excite Bike that I played on Nintendo back in the day. This one's an epic journey in a universe of dirt bikes. Definitely a good game for you to get your kids, or if you're a kid yourself, to dive into and have some very casual, fun riding experiences. If you're looking for something that is just a no-brainer and just kind of casual fun, maybe this is something you'd like to play. Lost Shooter Loot and Survive RPG. Obviously, we're looking at an RPG game right here with a survival shooting casual element to it. You're going to be diving into a world where you need to create your base, survive, arm yourself, and upgrade and kill the enemies that you encounter. This definitely seems like a nice, fun horde-style game where you're going to be building your base and having to keep the enemies out. The question we all have is, does this dive itself into the kingdom builder space? I don't believe so. And now we have Firefront Mobile FPS, something that you could pre-register for right now. One of the newest military shooters that's coming out on the scene. Currently available to pre-register over on TapTap. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe so I see you back here for tomorrow's Top 10.